argued. How does this sound? How does this sound?
Hang on 1 second. I'm waiting for my...
Actually, you streaming?
My pre-roll's going, yeah.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't talk about this.
No, you're fine. It's fine.
Warning.
Nobody's watching my stream.
Please keep your hands and feet.
It's like it's almost like being in the cone of silence when you think about it.
Right. After I read you this, I've got to go boil some pasta for dinner because I got my lecture at 5:30, and then I can play until 5:30. But yeah, I might want to read you this because you might point out some stuff to me. You ready?
Yep.
Freud's unconscious plays a central role in the development and practice of psychoanalytical therapy. Like his peers at the time, Freud describes the unconscious as an area of the mind which is the repository of automatic skills or of processes inherently beyond consciousness. These were assumptions that he argued proved the existence of the unconscious. For Freud, the mind consists of the unconscious, preconscious, and conscious, which he named the topographical model. This model explained the process of a mental act becoming conscious occurring in two phases. In phase 1, a mental act moves from the unconscious to a preconscious to either be rejected and therefore repressed in the unconscious, or pass, moving into and becoming an object of the preconscious, which he can then be accessed in phase 2 by the conscious. It's a very long-winded sentence. What differentiated Freud's unconscious is the process of repression taking place in phase 1. Unlike his peers, Freud's unconscious includes the notion that ideas that are being...
Back up. The idea of what taking place?
Unlike his peers, Freud's unconscious includes the notion that ideas that are being prevented from becoming conscious... Oh, no, hang on, where is it? Oh, in phase... what was it? Becoming a object of preconscious, which he then exists in phase 1. What differentiated Freud's unconscious is the process of repression taking place in phase 1. What differentiated Freud's unconscious is the process of repression taking place in phase 1. So before that I described what the phases were.
Yeah.
So in phase 1, a mental act moves from the unconscious to a preconscious to either be rejected and therefore repressed in the unconscious, or pass, moving into and becoming an object of the preconscious, which can then be accessed in phase 2 by the conscious. That's probably sounding a bit convoluted. What differentiated Freud's unconscious is the process of repression taking place in phase 1. Unlike his peers, Freud's unconscious includes the notion that ideas that are being prevented from becoming conscious can and still do produce effects on a person. Many of Freud's patients were treated for hysteria, which according to Freud occurs when a memory of a trauma is converted into a physical symptom because the patient fails to confront the memory to avoid mental anguish. Freud places the blame for unexplained physical dysfunctions on the process of repression, which he locates in the unconscious. This conclusion went on to shape treatment of patients undergoing psychoanalytical therapy. That's my paragraph. So I think I'm trying to fit so many ideas. This is my trouble when I try and fit so many ideas into a paragraph.
Well, you're supposed to give an overview of what his theory was all about, and then you're going to go on and describe it more in detail in your paper.
So I have to discuss the evolution of the unconscious across 3 models in psychodynamic theory.
Freudian being one, and
so Freudian being the baseline, because he's the one that came up really with his version of the unconscious. Yeah. And then I'm probably going to be doing where is it? Probably going to be doing transference focused therapy, which is Kernberg, and then conversational model, which is an Australian modern version of psychodynamic theory. I don't know what I'm going to write for those, but my format then is I'll say what the authors of their models says about the unconscious. So that's basically the first section of that, which is, this is what Freud says about the unconscious.
This is what he believed, or asserted.
And then I'm going to talk about how that affected treatment. So for Freud, it meant that a lot of the therapy were involved in making what was unconscious conscious, and he did that using slips of the tongue, dream interpretation, working with transference, and free association. And I'll probably explain what those treatments are.
Right.
And then I'll talk about the pros and the cons, like what's ultimately the advantage of his model and treatment, and what are the disadvantages of his model and treatment. And I'm going to replicate that, what is the unconscious
section,
according to the author, how does that affect treatment, and what are the pros and cons in each section. And that's my essay.
Okay.
But inevitably what I do is I get on top, I get an early structure, and I get assistance on what the questions I'm trying to answer. Then I kind of fumble around to get some readings on it, procrastinate, put things off again, stress, attempt to start writing, take 3 days just trying to write 250 words, map out how I'm going to do 250 words a day, stress out about am I going to achieve that, and then by the third day do my first 250 words and create the actual skeleton of how I'm going to do the rest of the essay. And then I get into the groove, and I'm on that precipice now of I'm about to get into the groove.
Do you need to have the stress of the impending deadline to motivate yourself to stay on task and get it done and focus?
I hate that I do, but I do. I hate that I do, but I do. I hate it. I was 3 weeks ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Actually, and then I didn't. I did stuff, but
it can't be as efficient because you're researching and then setting it aside and researching and setting aside and gathering and setting it aside.
Not researching very well. Yeah,
right,
it's all this.
Right.
It's setting aside and procrastinating.
Right, and then it's not all fresh and right at top of consciousness. When you go to write it, you got to go back and review or find the thing.
Yeah,
stuff like that. Yeah,
and then make the links I made before as I got inspired to write stuff. And it's just like this is such an inefficient way of doing it.
Right,
but inevitably it is the way I do it. I hate my process.
Have you ever tried? Have you ever tried the process of just starting and finishing, even if it's terrible, and then going back a couple days later and saying, okay, now what do I need to change or add or fix of this?
No, but I tell you the evolution I have made. I used to have to do the introduction and then the next section, and then the next section, and the next section. I used to have to do that. And as you pointed out, and other people have pointed out, professionals have pointed out, no, you never write the introduction first.
Yeah,
or the
you gotta
conclusion.
Wait till you know what you're going to say.
Body. And so that's actually what I tried for the last essay, and what I'm trying for this essay. I have not written an introduction this time.
So this is really the first part of the first section, path.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm happy with it, although I think that talking about the phases was kind of convoluted.
And it's a little thick.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to try and break those sentences up. But
so
anyway.
Going back to the very first part of it, where there's 3 sections that Freud says, there's the subconscious, the what?
So the topographical model. So he's got he developed 3 models, and each one superseded the next. But when he first started talking about the unconscious, he did it as part of his topographical model. And what he said was that there's an unconscious,
in the sense that these are different physical areas of the brain that do
of the
these
mind,
things?
of the mind,
of the thinking process of the mind.
Of the mind.
Not the physical mind, but just the way the mind is, the way it.
Well, that's
works.
the other aspect. So the other element to this is that he did recognize there was the mind. There was an attachment or a quality of the mind which is associated with the brain, but he didn't localize, nor did he think he had to localize it to areas of the brain, so to speak.
Yeah, so he was thinking of just the processes that happen, not necessarily the physical matter that
what existed and how they worked.
Yeah. So
what existed was an unconscious, a preconscious, and a conscious. And sometimes you'll hear people talk about Freud's subconscious, but he actually got rid of that term. That was a term he used in his very early writings when he was working with a French guy on hysteria. But he actually dropped that whole notion of a subconscious to be what's called a preconscious. And the distinction, basically, the unconscious becomes this storehouse of all the stuff that we do, but we're not aware that we do, and also of ideas that we repress. Because
so what
if they
is
were made conscious.
What the part that I got hung up on initially, because I haven't studied Freud in any detail, and just haven't. Is the pre-conscious? What function does that actually serve, and how does it serve it? What in the heck is that?
So
that's what you need to open up more in your thing.
Oh, I don't need to, because I'm actually not writing on this pre-conscious, but I'm aware that. So basically, it's that area of it's part of the conscious mind that you tap into via association. So you have a memory that somehow links to another memory and another memory, and it might be a smell, a taste, it might be an actual memory, it might be an awareness of how you're doing something. But on the spot, it's not. You're able to access it, but you don't have it accessed yet, kind of thing. So
he's
what
not
did you do
equating
yesterday? So for example, if I asked you a question, what you did yesterday, at that point when you've heard my sentence, you'll go and remember some things that then you'll convey, and that stuff exists in the pre-conscious. You have no problem accessing it. It's there to be accessed.
I wouldn't even describe it that way, and I'm not sure that's even accurate, but that's fine. And then is the...
this is not a conversation about memory. This is a conversation about areas of the mind that exist.
I get that, but I'm not sure I'm convinced that it's that clean and clear cut as that. But anyway... not being an expert, I'm not going to try to.
You mean my discussion on the pre-conscious and compared to what you know about the pre-conscious, or you just
just this first time I ever heard pre-conscious, and so those are my initial thoughts of that. Doesn't sound like it's a complete picture of what's going on there. Anyway, but it doesn't matter. That my point or my question is, what place and how does he deal with the will in sifting those ideas that come forward or not? Or is that only after they come forward?
So, my interest in this topic and that question you just asked, I'd frame it like this. I'm really only interested in understanding the unconscious. And in terms of the movement of things that are in the unconscious to the actual conscious, he asserts happens in 2 phases. And in one of those phases, those things that are in the unconscious may not be able to get out of the unconscious because we actually repress them, and we repress them using various defensive mechanisms. But the idea is that those things you can't will out, so to speak. You trap them in the unconscious, or you hold them back in the unconscious because of the impact it might have on you to remember those things, or to recall those things, or to bring those things out.
Yeah.
But actually, those things still can dictate and seep out and have a direct impact on
what you do and what you say,
behaviors and feelings and all that kind of stuff. So,
yeah.
And in actual fact, we don't know what they are, and when we try to know what they are, a lot of the times what happens is we replace what they are with something else as an explanation.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
No, that's not what I mean at all, but that's okay. It's still interesting. That seems Freudian to me from what I know of Freud, and that's all fine and dandy. I'm not really a big fan of Freud, but I couldn't really tell you why in detail because I just haven't studied him a lot.
Well, I know he has... There's a lot of people who, for example, he gets really hung up on the psychosexual stuff. He really boils down a lot of stuff to being psychosexual in terms of the cause of problems.
Right.
And that's where he gets replaced by people who look at the development stages of a child, and they recognize that while the psychosexual is probably one phase, although they wouldn't call it psychosexual, there are other phases that also become important. And so, for example, like you got attachment theorists that came along that said, well, actually nurturing styles are really important because they have a real detriment effect on. And then you've got like other theorists that I'll be doing, like the object relations theorists, which were really the next ones after Freud in psychodynamic, who really place an emphasis on how we relate to things in our life, and how that relationship, there's like a blueprint that gets created in that early childhood period that we use to develop these ideas of how we relate to things.
Yeah,
And
all
they
sorts
kind
of things.
replace
Because
Freud.
like children form their concept of God, and within the first 5 years of their life, in a lot of ways, and not that they would know who God is, or how they would accept God or care, but that the imprinting that they get from their parents, from their dad, from their mom, informs and filters how they perceive God later on when they start thinking about him and stuff. It's kind of
Yeah, see,
interesting.
this is where you and I probably differ, because I'm mostly confused and weak in a belief of God.
Yeah, but
Whereas,
that's fine.
I'm
That's
very
fine.
clear- I'm very clear that you've got faith.
Yeah,
Like,
but I'm not.
I would
I'm not
assume
talking
that
about
you
whether or
would-
not you do believe in God. I'm talking
No.
about.
But I would assume that you would, because for you God exists. I would assume that he exists in childhood as well, and how a child comes to know God, to me, is because I don't, is purely learnt as a concept that you take it on as a concept because your parents and your community, which you become aware of and grow into, blueprints that onto you, kind of thing.
That may be, but that's not what I'm talking about at all.
Oh,
What I'm talking about is, for example, I was not a Christian when I was little. I became a Christian when I was older, and at that point, it was very easy for me to see the Father God as being good and loving and for me, on my side, because I had a father who was like that. And for someone who had an abusive relationship with their parents, or had neglect, or had all these other things that they were raised up in, that filters and really taints their ability to even imagine what God could be like. That's what I'm talking about.
So Freud was informed in part by the Enlightenment period, which began to explain what we do, why we do it,
right?
Not in terms of God and faith, but in terms of
materialism and
logic,
Yep.
logic and realism, and I guess materialism.
Materialism,
right?
yeah. And he was
he
was a pure materialist, wasn't he? Like he wasn't a body mind dualist, was he?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with that, to be honest.
Well, a body mind dualist is someone who, like I would be a body mind dualist, where I have a physical brain, but my thoughts are not dictated solely by the firing of neurons within that in a computer predetermined way. So I'm not the output. The input and the output follows paths, but I can act independently and choose my destiny and my thoughts and change my mind.
I don't know.
A dualist
I don't know if that concept was that concept around
I think
pre-Freud?
it was. Well, maybe not in that wordage, but they were quickly moving towards trying to explain thought and the mind in a materialistic, mechanistic manner. And
but that's the thing. I think
gone on that way.
I think
so
mechanism
maybe
happened.
I'm pre-applying it.
Yeah, I think mechanism happened post Freud. Don't quote me on this. But all I can say is that Freud's, because of his was informed by, or his era was informed by the Enlightenment period, still, he was more about the rationale and the real, as opposed to what was explained because of God's existence.
Yeah.
That's
I
how I
get
understand it. But I don't know if there's anything more I can add to that. I don't know enough.
I don't know. I was just curious. I would think he would be a pure materialist as far as the mind is concerned, but I don't know that. It was pretty common to have dualist thinking, that there is matter and there is thought.
Oh,
and
well,
thought
so he recognized, for example, I don't know if I'd frame it in that sense, but for example, one of the things he talks about, which supersedes topographical, which is structural, which is where we talk more about the id, the ego, and the superego, is that he talked about, how instincts drives a lot of our behavior, and that is represented by the id. It's not
Right.
it's a very narrow view of the id. There's a bit more to it, and that would, if there was a place where it existed most like in the unconscious, where a lot of the drives, motivations, and instincts exist.
So in my sociology class, and maybe you can update this because I took this 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. The professor there said, I can still remember him saying it. He was sitting in a wheelchair. He was, I don't know what his, ailment was, but he was in a wheelchair. He said that humans, and maybe this isn't true, this is just what he said, are the only animals that don't have instincts. All other animals do, and we don't. We have culture.
No.
instead.
So Freud would definitely be in the school that says a lot of our drives are instinctual.
Like which ones?
I don't know. A lot of what drives us is from instinct.
Yeah, and see, that's what this professor said, name one. And so we all started naming them, and he said, nope, that's not, and no, and it gave reasons why at the time.
I don't know.
And so I was just curious if you had heard newer, more up-to-date information, but obviously 40 years ago is still way post-Freud, and to him it seemed like a pretty settled issue. It was really kind of interesting. Because he was saying that in lieu of instincts, we have culture and transfer of knowledge to each other and all those other things.
So to be clear about that, so how the unconscious comes about is because Freud recognized there was an instinct-driven man, so to speak, or a man driven by instincts, and a civilized man. And the civilized man is repressed a lot of the instincts in the unconscious. So that's kind of how how it was explained how the unconscious was actually coming about, was because of these two components. There was a rationale mind or man and an instinctual man, and the rationale is the thing that represses a lot of the instincts into the unconscious, because there's just things that you shouldn't be doing and can't be saying and are bad for you if you did, so you do that.
But those aren't necessarily instinct as much as learned behaviors and learned values and passed on things, is what this guy would say.
No.
And I should say,
your professor, right? Okay.
Yeah, and I should say I don't really have a dog in that fight. Theologically, it doesn't matter to me, and I don't think it. I don't know that.
I don't know. Like, so did someone say, for example, eating, like gaining sustenance, was an instinct? In that lecture, we said, "What's an instinct?"
No,
so
but that's just a hunger response, and so they wouldn't characterize. That's not like I want to go hibernate for the winter, and I know how to make a nest automatically, even though I've never been taught.
But to lay down and sleep, for example.
Because you get tired. You just get tired. Your body gets tired. It's got systems that run automatically.
This is all behavioral school stuff, which is definitely post.
Yeah, but he wouldn't categorize those things as instinct. Those are just physiological processes. Whereas instinct, yeah. And I don't know if he's right. I haven't looked at it much more other than then and thinking, well, that's really interesting. And I don't have a problem whether we do or don't. I just find it really fascinating that was the thinking at the time when I was in college.
Well, it may be the modern thinking now. I mean, I'm only looking at Freud, who is out of favor. Like, there's only as my professor described it, there's only a few actual Freudian psychoanalysts in the world that he knows of. Like he's fallen out of favor.
What is the and Xenos? I totally agree. There must be a chicken eating instinct at some point, or how would we survive, right? But my professor would say no. That's a learned response, and once you taste chicken, you know that you need it again. But before that, you were never driven to eat that chicken sandwich, would be his argument. But so what's the most prevalent thinking that's replaced Freudian thinking, which I knew fell by the wayside years ago. But
if we're talking about psychodynamic theory, right, where still the unconscious plays its role in directing therapy, like the idea that a lot of the things we do can't be explained unless there's an existence of the unconscious, which stores stuff that causes us to repeat certain ways of being with people and seeps out in ways that, you know, gives us some dysfunction in our lives, right? So I'm talking about the psychodynamic theory, not any of the other theories, like not any of the other schools of psychotherapy. The most modern one is actually an Australian one, which was developed out of an English and Australian relation.
Does it concern you at all that was developed by a country that's arguably upside down and came from criminals?
Well, no, because it was first. So it's called the psychodynamic interpersonal therapy, and that, when it's termed like that, it's still pretty much the English school. But the partner in that creation came to Australia at some point, and he made some tweaks, and so that his model is called the conversational model. And so that's kind of like the most recent version of psychodynamic theory. But before that, there's relational approaches, there's the feminist perspective, there's the Lacanian perspective, there's self-psychology, then there's transference focus therapy, and before that, there's object relations. So Freud, what immediately preceded Freud, I think, was things like Jung and post-psychodynamic, but then it became object relations, then it became transfer and focus therapy, then it became self-psychology. And it's not that these things were came after. They came after, but they became their own thing that was based on what was before. And they're still in existence. Like self-psychology is still a thing.
But yet a lot of Freudian ideas have been disproven or cast aside.
But a lot of Freudian ideas are still the basis. A lot of Freudian ideas are the basis of a lot of things, like stuff even outside of psychology, which he doesn't get. I don't think people really know or give enough credit to Freud.
How influential he was.
Yeah, because before him, we couldn't explain why people did the shit that they did.
Yeah.
We couldn't explain it. And so we couldn't treat it. And the relationship between the brain and the mind that neurologists now chase and still haven't got complete answers for was work done by Freud and a guy called Jacotte, which came out of their work on hysteria. And there's so much more stuff that came out. Like, I mean, I couldn't even get into it, but there's a lot of stuff that came from Freud. And although he didn't pin it down, he created
he opened
inquiry.
The door. Yep, he opened the door to a lot of it.
Created the inquiry, and so, give him credit. But the stuff that we put aside are things like the Oedipus complex. This fetish he had with the penis, the psychosexual stuff. I mean, a lot of that stuff has just fallen by the wayside. But in actual fact, even my professor admitted that in his lifetime, he probably came across 2 clients which would have probably been best addressed using Freudian techniques.
Oh, interesting.
It's just that, so it just recognizes that there is something very individual about a person's issue that comes to therapy. That
so it's good to have a whole range of ways to approach it.
Oh yeah. And you know
what's cool about this conversation to me is that I know you're not licensed or certified, but I can tell that you have a genuine thirst for knowing this stuff.
Yeah, I do.
And being able to utilize it to help people. I think that's really cool.
And you know what? The sad thing about this, it takes so much work to come to grips with this stuff, but from the studies that they've completed on what makes you an effective therapist, this knowledge makes up about 10% of the effectiveness.
Right.
which kind of sucks.
Is the more important stuff how able you are to make personal connections with that person to help them go where they need to go?
The biggest efficacy, or the thing that makes the most difference with the success of a therapy session is 2 things. One is the therapeutic alliance, which is, yes, the creation of the relationship with the client and the therapist. And the other thing is the willingness of the client to participate.
Right. That's like if somebody comes to me in the I know, right? I'm over there looking at Xenos going, yeah.
228.
That's the out loud part spoken in text quietly. If somebody comes to me, like say a wife comes to me and says, I don't know what to do, our marriage is falling apart, can you help us, can we come in for counseling? And I would say, because this is the reality, absolutely, and there's a really good chance that I can help you save your marriage if your husband's willing to come too. And if he's not, there's nothing you can do.
My response would be dictated on how beautiful she is and how willing I want to be working with her.
Well, but see, you're more advanced in your training than I am.
None of that's true.
You know all that Freud stuff. I've rejected all that. Right?
First of all, I'm not a relationship therapist, and I haven't looked into that stuff. But of course there can be. I mean, of course there are models that can be used for her. But anyway, I need to get dinner before I go give my lecture. So I'll see you later.
All right, I'll start a group and maybe somebody will drop with me until you get back.
Well, Frank said he's going to come in 10.
I know, but that's 10. I could be dead several times by then.
Well, he's in the channel. He's in Discord now.
Oh,
hey, Frank.
Hey, man.
Oh, do you have your client loaded?
Yeah. I'm in.
So we talked for at least 10 minutes then after that.
Yeah. Anyway, I got to go. Enjoy your night, guys. See ya.
All right.
All right.
Oh, I was going to tell Drax one more thing, but I think I told him maybe he'll care or not care. Maybe it doesn't matter. Invite sent. You don't need an invite, but I know it feels good to be invited, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels so meaningful. My life is now complete.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here to complete other people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what you're all thinking. That's right. So yeah, I just had barbecue chicken, and I know that is a terrible thing to tell people. Oh, I can just go ahead and drop, can't I? Look at that.
Yep, can.
I had some good matches night before last and last night, actually. Some bad ones, but some really good ones.
Yes, I was watching you, but I was flicking between.
It was kind of shocking, wasn't it?
Oh, it looked pretty good.
Did you keep looking up and seeing if you were on the right Twitch stream?
Yeah.
Like, this doesn't look right. He actually made a kill and he survived the match and got over 300, 400 damage.
Oh, that's terrible.
Must be a different person. Where's
Did
Dark Marauder? What's that?
Did Drax tell you that I dropped with Nutty Rat and the 228 boys?
He did tell me. How did that go?
I actually enjoyed myself quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite good. I mean, I did completely horrible, but I still enjoyed myself thoroughly.
Well, doing completely horrible is probably fine.
Yeah, I blame you for that.
Thank you. Did you make sure to tell them that it was my fault?
No, I think they knew.
I think that's kind of known. Known throughout the Inner Sphere. I should change my tagline from Hero of the Inner Sphere to, I don't know, what should I change it to? Plague of the Inner Sphere? Disappointment of the Inner Sphere? Something.
Let down of the Inner Sphere?
Let down. Disappointment of the Inner Sphere. Inner Sphere's greatest underachiever. It's got to be a good thing. What were you going to say before I interrupted you so cruelly?
I have no idea. I can't remember.
Okay.
Online. Sensors online.
I should clean the skids on my mouse so I don't have
All systems
targeting issues. I get like dust lint and things like that on my mouse just from being on the desk. I think part of it's because there's a cat in here, and part of it's just because there's the dust that builds up. Oh, I don't have my joystick over here. Oh my gosh. Oh, and the game is using the wrong. My comms won't be working in the game either, so maybe I can change that real quickly. Settings, audio.
Whatever. Either way, I'm sticking with the assaults. Same.
Focuslight and capture device.
Let's definitely go capture.
Affirmative. Kappa is under control.
Comms check. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Thank you.
Rest of us slow ass.
Now make sure you ignore anything I say or suggest.
Online.
Gotcha.
Looks like we might have some assault headed to Echo.
It'll improve our odds.
Resource point Epsilon is ours.
We need to back off of Eps.
I mean, should probably disregard what I say because I'm already drinking the whiskey.
Nothing wrong with that.
Need some help down in the pit down here, guys. D4.
Where's that?
Target acquired. Left arm critical damage. Artillery strike online. Artillery strike activated.
Target spotted.
Or Gamma.
Left arm destroyed.
Yeah.
You got green,
Target
fuck them up.
destroyed.
There's still 2 down here. And 1 up above us.
We got light over at Charlie 5.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical.
Delta on top.
Target destroyed.
My cockpit is a rave and I'm not enjoying it.
Guys.
Target spotted. A good start. Keep holding the resource points, warriors.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Gonna need help down in the trench at E4.
Target spotted.
Staff near Charlie 5. Juliet.
Are they withdrawing? Hotel?
I think so.
Executioner Hotel.
We've captured Gamma. Target spotted.
I'm lagged.
He's on the run.
They are a quarter of the way there. Do not let them push ahead. Target spotted.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
Good kill, thank you.
We're halfway there.
Target acquired.
Kilo. Up top in C5. Behind the little hill thingy.
Oh, God.
Oh,
New
wait.
target
Lima's in the open.
acquired.
Lima.
There too.
Lima is unprotected. I have a light.
Left torso critical damage. Left torso destroyed.
Spotted.
Right arm destroyed. Center torso critical damage.
Controlled by the enemy.
I'm down. Got assault down in the valley here. And 1 up above. Oh, I did 806. That's okay.
Airstrike online. New target.
Kind of got
acquired.
pinned in that spot and I couldn't get into cover well. Couldn't withdraw.
I need help with India.
Destroyed. Left arm destroyed.
Target spotted.
LRM destroyed.
Mittens, are you still alive?
Oh, I'm
Heat
here.
level critical.
Okay, I was going to spectate you, but it's too late.
Can you get help with India?
Right torso critical damage. Right
Good
arm
kill on Lima.
critical damage.
Target spotted.
Mad Cat India.
Resource point Epsilon
Nice.
Level critical.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Kilo. Big direwolf's over there. He's bad kitty. I'm
Good
using my
job,
joystick to try to go there faster.
Heat destroyed.
I'm sitting here tipping the joystick forward. Go faster, get over there.
Machine gun destroyed.
Good kill.
Thank you.
Excellent work, gentlemen. Or ladies, if any.
Negative.
Mechwarriors.
Target
Mechwarriors.
The gender neutral title for this game.
Yeah, it is. It's always been a gender neutral game. Even in the lore, there's always been male and female characters of great import.
Oh, I forget her name, but the
Karinsky
lady in
and
charge
Tasha.
of the lady in charge of the Black Watch at the Maris Coup.
Oh, I don't know that. I was just thinking of Natasha Karinsky, the Black Widow.
Halfway to victory.
Well, this lady,
target destroyed.
instead of
work.
going off,
Good
it's
game,
just an
guys.
inconvenience to her.
Thanks, guys. Nice drop. And then there's Katrina Steiner and Joanna of the Jade Falcon. Not that she's really a role model in a lot of ways. Unless killing test tube babies is okay. Well, killing free birth babies. I guess she would protect test tube babies. What time is it? Look at that. It's already 11:30.
Oh, sure.
Oh, I don't know where my tumbler is with my ice water. I set it down somewhere and now I can't find it. I've lost it. I might have to order another one. And I have stickers I have to mail out. I'm behind on sticker deliveries. I'm a failure. But I got my new phone, so there's that. It's amazing when you wait from 6 to 13, there's a big jump in performance and quality and features.
Right.
I think people who get a new phone every year or every 2 years, they're missing out on the thrill of a really big jump, right? It's late gratification, maybe. Oh, that reminds me I need to go pay for those. Uh-oh. Raiding party. Watch your rat. Watch your rat. Welcome. Oh, I love that raiding party animated thing I've got there. You can just see them all going, woo! Watch your rat. Welcome, you and yours. I'll try to take good care of you guys. I should let you know ahead of time, this is the disappointment stream. It's Ghostlands. And Ghostlands got its name from the fact of a bunch of guys dropping late at night, finding out quickly we were either so amazingly good that our enemies never saw us coming, or we're so abysmally horrible that they never knew we were even there. I started calling us Ghostlands and it stuck. I'm Dark Marauder, and this is my channel where I teach you to be a tier 1 player by doing all the things you shouldn't do. So if you watch me and take notes and do... Or your money back. And if you take notes and do all the opposites of the things that I did, you'll be a tier 1 player before you know what happened. If, on the other hand, if you pay attention and then try to emulate some of the things I do, such as Frankenmittens sometimes does, it will be your...
I do the opposite of you, and I'm still stuck in tier 5.
Oh.
So
are you saying my method's ineffective?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they are on me.
That would be disappointing, which is exactly what we strive for around here. So I'd like to build a little bit of anticipation for your future disappointment, and if that's what you're looking for, you're in the right place. If any of you would like to drop with us, I've got 2 slots open at the minute. All you have to do is say, hey, pick me in chat, and I will get you over onto our comms and into the drop list with us, into the group. All I ask is that you keep it family friendly on the dialogue, because I sometimes have preschool mechs present or in the stream watching, so I just try to keep it family friendly. Other than that, I just want you to kill as many things as you can. And if you drop with me, you're entitled to get one of these cool stickers. I could take you over to a better picture of it right here. That didn't work. I like when you push the buttons and then the wrong thing happens. That's Stream Deck for you. There, now I have it up. Why is my stream stuttering so badly? You get one of these stickers if you drop with me. You don't have to protect me or keep me alive. You can just stand by aimlessly and watch me get obliterated. But the fact that you dropped with me means that you are an honorary member of Ghostlands. You don't have to leave your unit and join the DHB. Oh, by the way, I am a DHB member. It's a great unit if you're looking for a unit, but we don't poach or grab people from other units. And I have a lot of people who drop with me who are not in DHB. I have some 228 people and other groups that drop. So you're just welcome to come and drop. And you're welcome to get a sticker. And it looks like I can't get my sticker to turn off now. Isn't that something?
Where you at, look?
Wow. Is my stream stuck? No, it did. Okay, there it goes. I hope it's working. I was having some little technical difficulties there. Better come down here. Anyway, now that you're here, now you know what a mess you're in, and enjoy.
South Kitty, look to your right, dude.
Acquired.
I know, but I can't do much about that till it's Thanatos is gone.
Oh, we lost 2 assaults. I didn't know we lost the second one. Doggone it. Basically down 2 already. Need assistance.
Let's move in tighter, guys.
Yeah, those assaults are hurt pretty bad. Both of them.
Target destroyed.
Good kill.
Good kill. Watch the top of the ridge there. I think I'll go up here, cause trouble.
Very nice, guys.
Base is being captured. Left arm destroyed. Base is being captured.
I lost my arm.
Right arm critical damage. Base is being captured.
Who just shot me from somewhere?
UAV above C4.
Base 25% captured. Base is being captured.
It looks like there's no lights heading back to our base.
Enemy base is being captured. Base is being captured. Target acquired.
Kilo down in the valley. C3.
Right torso critical damage. Right torso destroyed. Center torso critical.
Oops. Somebody got me from behind. Ouch. How goes the game? Hey, Kakai. Wiggle wiggle. Arm, yes. Weapons, no. I'm fine. I'm just getting killed. It's, you know, typical. Look, I'm
Now,
propped
could
up
you
against
please
this
go back to our
rock
base?
here.
Never mind.
I was killed so
Dude,
badly I couldn't
81
even fall
kilometer
over.
mile.
New target
Whatever.
acquired.
First time chat. May the DACA be with me always. Thank you. And thanks for the raid, Watcher.
Also, never mind the fact that literally every enemy mech was in between my position and the
in
blue
Indio.
team.
How do you say
Hey,
it?
come here.
In Indo.
Just be. Oh,
Howdy.
damn it.
Uh-oh. I think we're going to lose. I'm not, sure, but there's a high probability. Because they're all going to come back to this base and they're all going to kill this guy. Stekthor.
Artillery strike online.
Stekthor, don't be sad that you're all alone, though. Someone's going to come say hello soon enough.
Acquired.
Left side.
New target acquired. Warning incoming. At 0%. Warning incoming missile. Right torso critical damage. Center torso critical damage.
Good try, guys. Thanks for the drop. Well, that wasn't that? Yes, it was. All right, we'll have to try that again because I think we can do better. I hope we can do better. Yeah, at least I have an up air. I was thinking I'd get like a little downgrade there. I'm just trying to stay in tier 3, but I don't really care if I go back down to tier 4. I get to kill more when I'm in the lower tiers. I'm surprised I'm not... I mean, I've been in this mech and winning quite a bit the last 3 nights. I'm surprised I didn't climb up a little higher. But I get in mechs that I'm not any good at, and that takes me down. Or I get into situations that I should know better, and that takes me down. And then I kind of don't pay attention to what I'm doing, and that takes me down. And then maybe I rely too much on my mech's paint job and not my skills, and that takes me down. It's right, it's a balance. It's all a balance. What's a BAS? What mech is that? What?
Blood asp.
Oh, blood asp. Oh. My problem is I'm doing
nice big high mounts on the shoulders.
Oh, I need to check my progress too. Let me jump into my account real quickly while we're searching here. I wonder if we should be playing Mechwarrior 5 right now. Isn't this Tuesday? Or is this Monday?
Monday for you.
Oh, okay, it's Monday.
It's Tuesday for me.
Oh, that's confusing for all of us.
I am the future.
I am your future. You are my destiny.
God, if I am your future, it's
you're my
pretty
density.
dismal, I'll tell you that.
You're my density.
Yeah.
Did I log in? Yes. So where? Oh, I got to go to the events, profile, game, homepage. I want the October scary goods sales. No, click or treat. That's what I want. Oh, I can do some more redeeming. I can pick a prize. Color blood orange. Nope, I can't pick that yet.
HPG manifold and domination.
Oh, I better pay attention a little bit.
No, don't pay attention at all.
Okay, it's probably better if I don't. It won't feel as personal. My warrior cry. Or ah. Oh, ah. Those are all my warrior cries. Or what? I need, you know what I need is a war horn that's a baby crying when you kill something.
Really?
That'd be good. Maybe like a spank on the bottom and then starting to cry like a newborn or something.
Ready.
I'm ready. I tried to click ready and nothing happened. I think I was on the wrong window at first. Dum-da-dum, dum-da-dum-da-dum. Say, are my lips and my video synced up when I'm speaking? If I clap, does that match?
No, there is probably maybe a 2-second delay.
That's
But then again, I might just have
crazy.
to refresh.
I'm going to go back up here to my tools, which I can't get to. Nope.
There's still a bit of a delay.
Yeah, I can't even adjust it at the moment. Tool settings. Audio.
I did a 5-second delay.
It's got the right thing. It should be okay. Huh, I don't know. That's terrible. Howdy, everybody.
All systems normal.
Oh, it's synced for you? Yeah, there's going to be a couple second delay also because I'm going to Restream IO, which then splits it off, copies it, and sends it to YouTube at the same time. So those of you people who are just enamored with this amazing stream, you might want to double subscribe, like, you know, double down on the bad life choices. You could subscribe to Twitch and subscribe on YouTube at the same time. Wow, that would really be a bad move. Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
Yeah. I tried looking for you, but I couldn't find it.
You got to look for Bruce Searle is the problem. You might be able to find it. You might be. I just have it on my personal channel. I probably should make a channel or rename the channel or something. But I kind of had. I have sailboat stuff and all sorts of odd stuff on my personal channel.
That's nice. Need assistance. I must look and check it out.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing you get here, only with a white background.
What, disappointment?
Yes.
But
yes.
Disappointment in sailboats instead.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I'm so there.
I know. It's like got everything you would possibly not want all in one channel. It's all part of my marketing genius, really. Is anybody I can shoot?
Yeah, though I heard
This guy.
D6.
I shouldn't even be down here. I should be up sniping somewhere.
You should be on the wall.
Yep, that's what I should. Here we got one. Oh, the gang's all here.
Affirmative.
Target acquired.
Ooh, we got an Atlas wading into this little party.
Artillery strike online. Artillery strike activated.
Atlas, don't move in there yet. I just put another arty down for them. And watch around behind you. They're going to peek around there, maybe.
Definitely poking the corner and D4. No, you got EC4.
Oh, got an arty here.
They've destroyed Alpha. That's pushed us back. We can't let them take control.
Watch out for the Fafnir poking in the corner.
Yeah, I just found the Fafnir.
Need assistance. Affirmative. Thanks.
Good kill down there, guys.
Thanks.
Holy crap.
New target acquired.
Mad Cat.
Need assistance.
Warning, incoming missile.
Need assistance.
These guys would do better if they shot at us.
Target destroyed. Right arm critical damage. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Timber's
Level
down.
Critical.
You guys are mopping them up.
Thanks.
Oh my god, you killed me!
I did.
Target
You did?
acquired.
It was accidental. It was accidental, totally. I totally did not know I was shooting past you at that guy that I killed.
Thanks.
I don't know.
I didn't see you there. It was
I'm gonna
a
have to
giant.
talk Maelstrom
If you look
about
at the if you look if you look at the stream, it was just a ball of mess.
No.
I had to shoot somebody. I figured I should shoot you, I guess.
Heat level critical.
And you know, Maelstrom's been worried about me. He keeps on asking, "Are you okay? Okay?" And now I'll be able to say, "Yeah, I'm fine." You know, your captain of DHB keeps on shooting and killing me.
Did
And he'll be
does
like,
it say
"Oh, gonna have to sort him out."
does it say that I shot you in the back or just shot you, killed you?
It just says you killed me.
So the evidence isn't really strong then at
But
that point.
I did no team damage, so I didn't shoot you.
I only did
And
13.
I actually got a kill. So I must have killed the guy that you were trying to shoot.
Oh
and
my
then
God.
You shot him as I killed him, and you killed me.
But
That's just.
I mean, I only hit you with 13 points of damage and it killed you.
I was pretty chewed up though.
Oh
I
my
was face tanking-
gosh.
I was tanking the guy, so
Okay, what I'll
But-
do here, just for
micro
you,
pulse days.
what I'm going to do here for you is I'm going to save that game so that you can submit it in the tribunal of my court martial. It can be exhibit number
I
one.
think you're pretty safe.
Or exhibit number 2. Number 1 is the other time. When I didn't kill you, but I tried.
No, you didn't. No. Only what,
I've
two alphas. Two
Yeah,
alphas.
two
in the bag.
two full alphas of everything I have. This time I've gotten much more efficient. It only took 13 points of damage to kill you this time.
Mind
So
you,
I've
last
im-
time I was completely fresh,
I've
and you didn't kill
improved.
me. So you know,
War
that-
crimes.
You know. As
Yeah,
Boris
Danube,
would
that's
say,
that's
war
what it
crimes.
is. Right. You get any good booty yet? I have not. I don't
Have you?
think. I get supply cache stuff, but are you talking about the click or treat? I mean, I've gotten the color camo black, the Ogo Pogo, whatever that is, and then I've got. I'm getting close to the pick a prize progress of the next one. What do I have to do? I just got to keep learning loot bags, I guess. So I don't know. I'm not really sure how this one works. Did I open the boxes? Scroll down. You should be random stuff. Wait, which boxes? Down here at the bottom, you mean? Here, let me go back here. Are you talking about these boxes, or my loot box? My supply cache is what I was kind of thinking of, but I haven't. So active events. If I go here, phase 1. I've still got, like, that's locked. I've redeemed this and this and that and that. That's locked. So there's a lot of stuff here that I can't get yet. So no, I guess not. It's kind of hard to read it in that little thing. Yeah, I'm on the website looking, and there's not much it's letting me redeem. I've only gotten the Camel Black and the Ogopogo, and then I'm up in the. I've got 130 of 150 of the next tier, so I need to get that higher before I can redeem another thing, right?
Right.
Or is there other stuff I'm supposed to be doing? I mean, I've got stuff. Oh, I do have the loot bag things that added up now.
Ready.
Thank you. So I haven't scrolled down here to look at these again. So I'll reach into those loot bags. There was a general error. It won't give me my loot. There's a general error. You don't get any of that stuff. Nice try. I lost my login. Maybe I never logged in the first place, and I was just trying to hack in to get them. Whoa. Oh. Somebody triggered a penalty in that last match. Automated penalty system.
Yeah, I wonder who it was.
I have no idea. I was busy defending our honor. Somebody's honor. Not mine, obviously. So I go down here. I've got some C-bills, some GXP, some MC. So I have been getting some stuff. 35, 50 MC, C, or some C-bills. So I'm going to reach in the loot bag. Here's 87,000 C-bills. Here's one GSP. One GSP, that's loot? That's
no, it's just stupid. It's
that's
just
kind of, that's offensive. It's like, ha, have a GSP, loser. 500 GXP.
Here you go, have one.
100,000 C-bills, that's nice. 100,000 C-bills, 62,000 C-bills. How did they come up with these odd numbers?
I don't
5 MC, 300 GXP, 200 GXP, consumables, 75,000 C-bills, 35 MC. I'm getting probably a chunk of MC. That's nice. C-bill airstrike, C-bill cool shot, C-bill UAV, 1 day of active premium time. I did get 7 days of active premium time, but I have like 3.5 years of premium time that I can unlock.
How much you got banked? You must.
I have 42,000 hours, I think, something like that. I'll look in a minute. 200 GXP, 87,000, so 35 MC. Quite a bit of
when
MC.
you're in that retirement home, parked up by the lake, you'll be still playing Mechwarrior. You'll be playing Mechwarrior 10 online.
Well, with all the donations that I receive for my stream, I'm going to be able to buy that retirement home. It's going to be the size of a Ken and Barbie doll house, but I'll be able to do it. Be living
so you'll be able to get 1 foot in there, and that's about it.
Right. That'll knock over the refrigerator and the sofa. So there's a bunch of here, way down here, that I hadn't clicked on yet. So, woohoo. Lots of clicking going on here. Lots of clicking.
We have a game. We a game.
Uh-oh. Wait, I still got more clicks. I gotta do more clicks.
Oh.
We haven't dropped yet. We're coming to the loading screen, right?
I'll tell you when we drop.
Okay. I got lots of other stuff. So that's good. Thanks, Kakai. Come again. Good to see you. That's one GSP. I'll take that off your hands. That's one whole GSP. What are you dissing it for?
Yeah.
I haven't clicked enough of them yet. So I hardly level new mechs. So I just cheat my way to the 91 skills. Really? Because I always pay for the skills with, I've got accumulated GXP from years of playing, so there's that. But I'm almost out on some, so that's not good. Mittens, I don't know if you heard, I got my new router system installed.
Oh, right, okay. No, I didn't know.
And it's all working great. I was having all sorts of troubles.
We're 1 second, we're about to drop.
Oh, all right, fine.
We're dropping. We're in the drop ship.
I'm watching it.
I'm looking at the ramp.
I can see it.
I'm looking at the ramp, and it's going, ooh.
That's just a building. That's not a ramp.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah, you're going to have to go left.
Actually, it's curved. It's kind of curved, so it kind of looks like a subway.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, well, seriously, they dropped me on the side of the... Oh,
Side of the mountain. What are you in?
I'm
Ravaged
still in
cabbage. Is it a Corsair?
My app.
Oh, your blood asp. Asp.
Following a little Mustang.
Do you say blood asp with a lisp? I
Does
don't
that
even know how
answer
you
your question?
Yes,
Blood
I think
asp. Asp.
No,
No, Kiwis pronounce things differently. It's like,
it's like making up your own
how
language.
do you spell colour?
COLOR, not COLOURE.
Yeah, no, that's...
Like, who would do that?
It just freaks people
Velour.
out when you do that.
It's like velour. That's a velour shirt.
Strike online.
Flannel.
Flannel.
That lights up to UAV. You go over there, you'll be under it.
Did he drop it or put it up in the sky?
Or put it up, Echo 7. If you look up, you'll see it.
If you drop it, you have to kick it in order to get it to go very high.
Sorry, I couldn't resist that.
Target spotted.
I was just jealous that you thought of it first. Are we going anywhere in particular? Is there a plan, or should I just wander over here somewhere aimlessly?
Don't be the guy
Looks
that
like
dies
we're-
first.
That's usually
Looks
my
like we're all
pole
wandering Echo
position.
5.
Target acquired.
Thank you.
New target
Delta
acquired.
6, or Delta 5-1 contact, Stalker.
Roger.
Looks like we got in Gulf 7 or Echo 7, Gulf 7 maybe? 2 or 3 over there. Marauder and something else. I don't know what it was. I was still thinking about the UAV I dropped way back there.
So we can't just all stand here in a group like idiots.
Well, I can't, because I got stealth armor and they'll shoot at you.
You overestimate us.
Yeah, you're right.
Make sure to hit him, not me, guys. Thank you.
The javelin's still over behind us too.
I'll bet he's not happy he came through there.
He's sniping at us. Push up a little bit. I'm gonna be a sneaky annihilator. I just hit an Irby with a double exhaust in the chest.
Target spotted.
Warning, incoming missile.
Charlie Marauder. If you got lerms, please share them. If you got lerms, please share them.
Heat level critical.
Don't let him distract us for too long.
Who got a target at
570?
Foxtrot 7? Grasshopper.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical. Target
Light
destroyed.
over there in Delta 4, there's
Good
a
kill.
lot of assaults going your way. I see a Marauder, Stalker, and a Atlas.
Online. Target acquired. Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
He just had a bad day.
Yeah, I have a dual heavy Gauss, by the way.
And the murder ball begins.
That's a beautiful murder ball.
Juliet,
Yeah,
keep pushing, guys, or they're going to chew me up.
Right arm critical damage. Heat sink destroyed. Artillery.
They're retreating. Let's push in on them. They turned their backs on us so we could shoot them in the back.
Their backs are turned.
Someone call target, get that Atlas.
Looks like only half of the enemy.
Juliet.
Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
Good kill. Keep going. 3 more down there at least.
Target acquired.
There's a UAV up over there too.
New target.
Kilo.
I'd really love to know who keeps shooting me in the back.
That's probably me, but I don't think it is.
Heat level critical.
You hostiles are
They sure on it.
crush the coward.
Oh,
Target destroyed.
It's not malicious. It's the feeding frenzy.
oh, 3 kills
Because
in
I'm in a
this.
stealth mech, I'm standing still.
I shoot with my eyes closed most of the time. I have no idea who I'm shooting.
Yeah, I'm in stealth mech too.
Target acquired.
No, I'm
I
just
learned
kidding.
that trick. If you're in a stealth mech, standing still, you be surprised how many people pass right by you.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
I'm not going to get there in time to kill him. Unless I do.
Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
Oh well.
Flag critical damage.
Sure.
Heat level critical. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Yeehaw! Great work, guys. Thanks for the drop.
No way. Oh my god, I got 4 kills.
Nice. I'm gonna go look at that.
It was that murderable.
Look at that, 4
so,
kills.
So killing me actually helped. Well done.
Very nice. Yeah, I just kind of kicked you in the rear to kill you and just spurred you to greatness. Very nice. Ooh, look, I got 11 assists, so I hit everybody almost. That's really funny. Well, that was a good match, actually. I got probably 2 or 3 more drops is all.
Okay,
do. Oh, excuse me. If I last that long. All sorts of rewards. So I got a lot.
Finger.
What's that?
Eh? Oh, I was getting cramp in my finger.
Oh, I got a lot of MC.
I was getting a bit excited by about the 3rd kill.
What do you have in that thing? You got quad what?
1 UAC 20 and 2 UAC 10s.
That's it.
And
That's
3
40 per shot, though,
clean
right?
heavy smalls.
Wow. I don't know if I even have a blood asp. Let me go look.
So there's a UAC 20 on the right hand shoulder, a UAC 10 on the left hand shoulder, left arm is a UAC 10, and then 3 clean heavy smalls. And,
Is a blood asp an assault?
Yep, it's a D. It's a D variant, which nobody actually uses, but because there are a better variants.
Charger AB. I have no blood asp. Oh, I do. I have a blood asp. RA.
Oh, okay.
I have 1 blood asp. What is it? What do I have in it? Ooh, look at that. Oh, I have run this before. I don't think I'm any good in it. This has lasers, lots of lasers.
Oh.
So 1,
A
2,
lot of people
3,
use lasers because
4, 5. It's got all large lasers. It's crazy. I'm going to run it. This is a bad idea.
Isn't it got missiles too?
That's what I'm here for.
You got
Yeah.
lasers and missiles. So you got the ears, so you can poke.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right. I'm not.
Yeah,
It's
run
too
it.
slow though for me to do well in. I'm sure.
Is it 68? Is it?
I don't know. I haven't been in it for so long. I have no
Mine's
idea.
68.
He's in a Madcat Mark II Bravo. Who is? No, he's in a Blood Asp. He is in Frankenmittens, if that's who you're talking about. Who's talking? Blood Asp. I saw something similar on the mech above. 2 UAC 10s, 1 UAC 20, and 2 PPCs. Where they like...
Yeah. But you have to scrub a hole for armor.
Oh, I don't want to give up armor. I want to stay alive. Staying alive is it's appealing to me.
Well, I knocked off about 10 points of armor on the right arm where my clan lasers are, and about 5 off the legs just to get another ton of UAC 20 ammo. So I ran out. I was running out way too quick.
I don't need this armor. They're going to be so afraid of me they won't even bother shooting back.
Or you can do what Yorshka does and just run no armor on the legs.
Oh, right. And hope they don't pay attention, notice, or know.
Yeah. If you see him and he's in a blood asp, you just shoot his legs and he's got no armor.
And he crumbles. Howdy, everybody. Marvin 117. Willemizer. Or Williamizer. I guess Williamizer. Drift Robot. Junglefoot. That's got to be like that green rot stuff. All right, I'm going to be horrible in this. This is going to bring the disappointment to the stream that you've all been waiting for.
I'll hold your hand.
Thank you.
Yep. That's how I like it though.
I can't even fire them all. What's ATM 9s?
Hey?
What's an ATM 9?
That's the one, the closer you get, the more damage it does.
What are they?
A missile. You know,
I don't
like
have
clan looms?
I don't have them set up for anything, so I don't know how to fire them. What am I going to fire them with?
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
How am I going to... I don't have that many buttons to assign.
Let's move to the right flank. Let's wait a bit for our assaults in the back. Let's kind of try to group up. Take form of murder ball around the Delta 6 area.
Okay, my medium lasers I do not want on one. I want the missiles. Oh, those are long distance puppies.
Assaults right here.
We're coming as fast as our stubby legs will waddle us over there.
The longer we wait, the tighter we go, the better we'll be.
Oh yeah, the tighter the better.
Let's wait for our assaults. Wait for it.
We're coming!
Oops.
Set your nade. Come back. You see if they chase you. Just don't stop assaults. Let's keep going Frankenmittens.
Roger that.
Don't stop. Alright, let's move up and around Delta 6.
Wait, I'm going the wrong way.
Oh, down.
I was trying to
Let's
get
move up
my...
these steps, Delta 5.
Notice he didn't tell me to stop, or not stop. He's happy to have me wander off.
Yeah, well, you're that Marauder.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Ice House? Isn't that your mate?
Ice House? No.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's
Remember
dropped.
him and Fishy got in
Move up these steps. Keep walking for assault. You got it, Junglefoot.
He and Fishy got in a
Alright, move up these
row?
steps. Move to the
Yeah,
left.
remember
Is he the guy
that?
that... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
Put a airstrike on them over there.
Golly. Okay, they took out half my everything. Just me trying to get over there.
Let's see if you can pick off Bravo.
Target acquired. Warning, incoming missile.
I think that chamber will still see him.
Ouch. I kind of need covering fire.
Heat level critical.
Do I have to get locks on these guys?
Left torso critical damage. Heat sink destroyed.
ATMs, yeah.
Weapon destroyed.
So I'm getting killed by somebody behind me. There he is.
Ammo destroyed.
Alright.
ER large laser destroyed.
Okay, I'll come help. Hold on.
New target acquired.
Within 10 seconds, hold on.
Critical. Heat level critical.
I'm gonna kill this
Warning,
motherfucker.
incoming missile.
And he shut down right in front of me. Eat a dick.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical. Right torso critical damage. Warning.
Well, he's not dying easily, but he killed me. Thanks for trying, guys. Well, I was horrible in that. That was pretty disappointing. You took half my everything. You took half my everything. Just like that country saying. You took half my everything.
Later, let's torso exposed.
I'll try it again though, because you know I can still bounce down into tier 4.
Yeah, I would probably jump into Mech Lab while I'm still playing, because I'm still going.
Critical
Well,
damage.
And,
can I work on it while I'm in the Mech Lab when I'm in a match?
Yeah, well, just disconnect.
Target.
Oh, I don't want to do
Target
that.
destroyed.
Yeah, well,
I probably need a different build
hey,
than this.
but you know, you could always.
Like I should drop the mediums, and maybe.
Well, you get rid of the ATMs and just go for straight clan.
I could do that.
Acquired.
But the ATMs are supposed to be good for something, right? They have
No,
range.
no, the ATM is broken.
New
They're
target
broken? Oh,
acquired.
then I should get rid of them.
Center torso.
God.
Left torso.
I should
what
wait
a-
for McFish to give me a build for it, is what I should do.
Why are you
took
relying
half
on other
my-
people giving you builds?
Acquired.
Because I don't like to build them, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't want to know, and I hate the Mech Lab. So I don't. It's an
Well,
unenjoyment
I think
for
I
me.
think you should just give up Mechwarrior right there and then.
That's probably true.
Half the fun is building your own.
Target acquired.
That's
Instead of
not.
using somebody-
There's literally no fun in it for me at all. I actually don't. I dislike doing it. But I love running around and shooting things.
Target destroyed.
Nice work, you guys.
New target acquired. Right torso critical damage.
Golf.
Heat sink destroyed. Heat level critical.
Golf's gone.
Good kill.
Nice.
I am XL. I will get XL checked with that right torso.
Target acquired.
Charlie is next to go. Say goodbye to Charlie.
Heat level critical. Heat
Yeah, watch that guy on top.
Center torso.
Oh, oh.
Target acquired. Left arm critical damage. Left arm destroyed. Medium laser destroyed. Heat sink destroyed.
Kill.
Center torso.
Ah, close. Good match, guys. Thanks for the drop. I totally get that, but McFish usually has laser vomits that I can work decently, and I don't build good builds at all. So there's that. And if I don't like it, I'll try something else. So it's not like I stay with it if it's really not working for me. Casual Jerry does a good job of building.
But surely you built your laser vomit Marauder.
No, I took a nice build from somebody. I have no, actually no...
You heretic, you!
Heathen, mech pilot, barely free birth.
Heathen!
Scunge of the earth. I know.
You are!
I'm terrible. I just don't like it. I don't know what the best thing is to do, and I don't want to learn. I don't want to take the time to read and try to remember. And I got other things in my life that are more important, and so I like to kill things. Let me go to the Mech Lab, however, and I'll show you what a disaster this is. So here we have those, whatever they are, the Clan ATM-9s. We're going to pull those off. There. Okay, I'm done. It's good. Look, I don't have any armor in my CT, hardly.
Oh, my God.
So we'll see if we can help this out a little bit anyway.
Well, you got to remember that you're omnipods, so you can change your arms around.
I don't do omnipods. I don't care. I don't know which one I should use. I don't want to bother with it. I hate them. Hate it all. 456. I might as well put that up there. Oops. Now I'm over tonnage.
Get rid of the all the missiles.
Some of this.
Put some PPCs in the torso mounts. And then
where's my
my
ammo? Where's my ammo? Right there. Okay. Yeah, I don't need that shoulder in there. Okay, I can pull some more of that down.
And then you can swap out the. I can't actually tell because your screen's so magnificently huge.
I know. You have
what
to
do you
go
got
full
on the
screen.
shoulders?
I have the whole world on my shoulders. Let's see. There's a
what
BASRL left torso and a BASR right torso. So those have omnipods
what
for
are the weapons?
missile.
What are the weapons?
What are the weapons? Like the Clan Large Laser and a Clan Large Laser.
So you got two Clan Large Lasers.
I'd probably rather put some of these in the center torso, shouldn't I? Ooh, it wouldn't let me because I don't have the right torso. See? I hate this. This is bad, bad, bad body double. Weapons. Missile energy.
It probably has quirk bonuses for if you run large lasers or something like that. So I don't know. So probably has better heat generation and stuff like that.
Clan ER large lasers. I can put that back in.
I know. Look. Why don't you just go and run your direwolf for your warhawk, and I'll just run my blood ace for our last game.
Okay, that's probably a better idea. See, I don't want to be in here. I hate this. This is all terrible to me.
You're terrible.
I'm terrible. Yeah.
You're literally terrible.
I know. I know. But you know, I've been terrible, so I'm used to it. So it's not like oh, what am I going to do now? It's that I'm terrible. There we go. Now we're talking. So there you go, Danube. You just saw me in action in the Mech Lab. Look, he's got the emote covering his head. That's exactly how I feel. I go in there, it's like, oh, I hate this. I have no idea what I want or why, and I don't care. I just want a mech that has laser vomit or DACA, and I only want 2 main firing groups, and I want it to be not so hot that I'm going to shut down as soon as I fire everything in a panic. And I can manage my heat a little bit, just not great. So I'm not like a tier 1 heat manager. And I know that there's probably every single other Mechwarrior streamer is way better than I am and does all this stuff, and it's just not me. I can't do it. Can't drag myself to do it. And if I was going to do something, I'd much rather write another stupid ad for my stream and record it. And I haven't even recorded any of the ones I've written already. Too much to do. I got a tiny house I'm building. I got life to do. I got guests in my cottage. I got music videos to make and track and record and video and shoot and edit. And food. I got food to eat. Barbecue chicken. Did somebody say barbecue chicken? Yeah, I did. I said barbecue chicken. This sticker looks like it's showing, but it shouldn't be. There we go. Besides the fact that I've got this Stream Deck that keeps pushing, like I push a key and it does the wrong thing. Because I have too many videos assigned to it. What do you have a preference on maps?
No, I'm not worried.
River City is it is then. If you overheat in Mechwarrior Online, you are the barbecue chicken. That's true. I actually one of my radio commercials for my stream is the Hero of the Inner Sphere Mechwarrior. I mean, Hero of the Inner Sphere Blood Marauders meals, battle meals to go, and I have a bunch of recipes that you can cook on the dashboard of your cockpit in like foil or something, like braised chicken and blackened chicken, Cajun super hot chicken. Which I got SR-71 Blackbird pilots who would be flying at like 60,000 feet, and they could put their lunch on the dash next to the windshield of their spy plane, and it was 400 degrees, so they could cook their lunch while they're flying at, Mach 3 in the upper atmosphere. Hey, Lance Marshall, welcome. You got here just in time for me to do my last match. Sorry about that. It's going to be a great one, though. I mean, I'm gonna die with style and aplomb.
Reactor online.
The whole evening's been building up to this potential great success that will probably crumble at the last moment into ultimate disappointment.
No, just gotta have faith.
All right.
I mean, okay, your faith deserted you when you killed me, but. And then I lifted the side back up again with 4 kills.
I had faith that I would maybe be able to drill through that mech that was standing in the way and kill the enemy.
Yeah.
I actually couldn't tell if I was shooting at you because I was trying to hit the red Cheeto between them. There was a cluster of a bunch of mechs there.
Oh, it was terrible. That was terrible. That was.
Lance Marshall, I don't remember where you live. What time is it there? This is the last episode of Blood Marauder and the Temple of Laser Vomit before the Supreme Potato Arc. The Supreme Potato Arc, is that like the second part of the story of my triumphs and tragedies?
Artillery strike online.
Are we going to go up top or not?
Affirmative.
Because every time I go up there, I get killed.
I saw a bunch of them coming down the D line, like a bunch of big heavies and assaults.
And I don't mind dying. I just don't like to die as the only one who died.
Oh, you don't want to go alone? Oh, okay.
Well, they've got a firing line of 3 mechs on the other side at E5, so be careful.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
I just lost 12% of my armor in one felled swoop. I don't want to be the guy that goes up there as the focus of attention.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Artillery strike online.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Artillery strike online.
Target spotted.
Left arm critical
Target
damage.
spotted.
Left arm destroyed. Left leg critical damage. Heat sink destroyed. Left torso critical damage.
All right, we got assaults coming up over at D3, up the other side of the ramp.
Critical damage.
Target spotted.
No, we're not pushing hard enough, so we'll go like hard. Oh.
You guys need to push the guys on the other side of your little hill that you're at and clean them up, or you're going to get toasted from both sides. So make a move and pick a side and go.
No, they won't do it.
New target acquired.
Or you can dilly-dally by a slow death of attrition.
Target spotted.
It's too late now.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical. Override engaged. Heat level critical. Left torso destroyed.
The jaws of defeat are closing in around us.
Yeah, this is almost over. All over but the shouting, boys.
Critical damage.
I got a kill.
Destroyed. New target acquired.
Thanks for the drop, guys. East Coast represent. 3:30 a.m. Ow. You just got up. Ow. Well, I only did 287. That's not very impressive. At least it wasn't like 2 or 87. There's that. How'd you do, Mittens? I forgot to look.
198. Terrible.
So neither one of us really. Maybe should we do one more to try to redeem ourselves?
No, I'm fine.
All right. All right, then with that, all of you fine people in chat, thanks so much for hanging out. I will be back sometime to kill more things and to be killed by more things. Forgot that using VPN makes it so others can't see your chats. Whoops. Hey, oh, Brink of Man. Sneaking in at the wire. You came at the beginning, though, too, so that's an extra nickel. Let's raid Rusty Shakes, perhaps. I would love to do that. You guys want to hang on for just a second? And I will set up that raid. Is it Rusty Shakes is the channel? Oops. Ooh, thanks for the bits, the cheers. Mittens. Okay, so I'm going to go here and I got to go... Isn't there a button I can push? Raid right up here, online channel, creator dashboard. I can go here to dum-ba-dum. Ad break, raid channel. Here we go. There it is. Playing Destiny 2. Well, I've played Destiny 2 before. All right. So everybody, thanks for coming. Hopefully see you again soon. Be sure to hit follow if you can stand it and want to make a bad life choice. You don't have to tell your friends you did it. It's just between me and you. And if you really want to double down on the bad decisions, then subscribe. You're only hurting yourself. Till next time, this has been Ghost Lance. Here comes the raid. Woohoo! We raiding. We raiding. I don't think I need to show anything else anymore. Does it cut my stream off right then? I don't know. Just doing the raid, that's what matters. Now I have to go over to his stream and say hello. Who has a little dog camera? All right.